Hey guys, what's up? So as you can see, I currently have no water here at the house, and all I wanted to do was wash my hands and water the garden out back for the noon hour, both of which can wait until the water comes back on. But it's a great reminder as to why you need to have a plan to collect and purify your water, especially for the complete grid down situation. And so in my case, I have these three six gallon water jugs up here, which I'm going to be getting more of those. And then I have 5 gallons worth of cased water here and a mini fridge full of cold water that I drink every single day to get me through the heat out here in the shop. And then I have 6 1 gallon water jugs over there by my food preps for sanitation purposes. Taking a shower and flushing a toilet or whatever. But it's a great reminder that even the common man, not just the prepper, needs to have a means to collect water and prepare it for, sanitation, drinking, cooking, and so on. And for your garden if it's dry out. Now, in my case, I know exactly what was going on down the road. They were doing some construction. They're putting in a couple of water lines, and it's about 4 blocks away. And so they cut the water off to connect that pipe and test it. And then on the other side of town, there was a house fire today. And so they actually cut the water off because they pumped all that water to the house to try to save it. And it did kind of deplete the water tank, the water tower for the time being, and they had to fill the tank back up. That actually happened in my hometown quite often. It's a town of 2,500 people. 2 miles by 3 miles. It wasn't a very big town at all. And so what would happen if there was a house fire, especially at night, they would cut off the water to the city and then pinpoint all the water to the hydrants near the fire within a block radius or whatever. And then that way all the water was going to the houses that were on fire, or the house that was on fire, and they could get that fire put out without the worrisome of having to lose water pressure. And then they would pump the towers back up and the water would come back on. But if you don't have a plan and there's not a fire, or there's not a water main break, or the water's not being cut off because of construction or whatever it is, you need to have the plan to collect and purify your water. Now, in the big deep thoughts of Ian from Mid-America Prep, I've thought it several times that one of the easiest ways, or two of the easiest ways that the government would be to, if they were to declare martial law on the populace, it wouldn't be coming to people's houses door to door to collect firearms and ammunition. They don't have the balls to do that. What they would do, what I think they would do anyways, is cut off the electricity and cut off the water. Because without electricity, people lose their conveniences of their telephones, and not telephones, but their charging for their cell phones, their computers, their TVs, the internet, and that kind of stuff. And then if you cut off the water, if you don't have water, you're going to dehydrate. And if you dehydrate, you're going to die. And so what people are going to do, they're going to freak out. They're going to go to the store, buy a case of water, and on the way to the store, they're going to go through a checkpoint, and they're going to check the people there, detain them, give them a couple cases of water or whatever else, and limit what you can do, free will. Now, I know that's kind of crazy to think of it, but to say it wouldn't or it can't happen isn't crazy, I don't think. It's pretty plausible that it could happen that way. Also, if you have a water well on your property, whether it's in the country or, in town or whatever it is, you need to have a means that's off the grid to actually pump that water out of the well. Don't rely on the electricity that's on the grid to do so, because you need to have a solar panel of some sort, a solar pump, or a hand pump to get that water out of that well. But anyways, the water's been off for an hour, and it should be on soon, and I'll go wash my hands and water the garden. So anyways, keep calm and carry on. Stay safe. See you later.